So, good morning, everyone. I have been told to be short and crisp. That's the message I have received. And first of all, I like to thank Secretary DPIIT, Selva Kumar sir, all the senior officers who have taken out time for being here, industry leaders, association heads, incubators, because some of the incubator leads also have met me in the morning, and startups. So thanks a lot for coming here, and Rajat sir for giving us this opportunity. I mean Bangalore as a destination and as a location to have this interaction. This is, I believe, the perfect city which has captured what startup revolution in India has been. A city which is home to. We talk about India being the third largest ecosystem, and that is based on the valuation of the unicorns we have in the country. And the maximum number of unicorns, if there are around 40 unicorns out of 118 plus unicorns in Bangalore alone, which makes is among the top 10 startup cities in the world. So that is what we are talking about. But how did this change happen? So in next 10 minutes, I'll like you to, feel the journey which Startup India movement has taken place. So the next slide, please. So the Honorable Prime Minister on 16 January 2016 launched the Startup India movement. On 16 January, the number of startups which were there were 424. And it was felt that there are three pillars on which Government of India needs to focus on. These three pillars are simplification and handholding, funding support, and collaboration. So before anything, a startup needed to be defined. So the current definition of startup is that it has to be a private limited company. It can be a limited liability partnership or a registered partnership. Its life cannot be more than 10 years, and the turnover has to be less than 100 crores. And it has to focus on innovation, scalability, job creation, wealth creation are the goals. And sir, I would request all the senior officers present here that, in the journey of last 10 years, there have been 3 revisions. The original definition started with turnover of 25 crore and lifespan of 7 crore. And we are again in the process of revising our definition. So inputs from your side, from all the states who are sitting here, and I would also request all the startups and the incubators also to write to us. We anyways are going to be here for the whole day. So, and also in the interaction, please highlight what are the changes you want, if any, in the definition. For all of us, the process and the beauty of Startup India has been the ease with which any entity can register itself as a startup. Sir, in last 2 years since I have been in Startup India, sir, one of the major grievances that we used to have was that, in the registration process, there is a delay of 72 hours, 2 weeks, even some cases where delay was more than 3 months, sir, and I believe, sir, would not have even received one complaint, at least in this, and we have a benchmarking of any application which comes to us at Startup India portal that it has to be given yes or no within 24 hours. So that is the benchmark we have, and we are committed to that. So what the combined efforts have led to, this is the kind of progress we have. We have more than 1,80,000 startups. More than 20 lakh jobs have been generated collectively, which means every startup on an average has been able to generate 11 jobs, which collectively, and another beauty of startup movement has been that 52% of the startups are from tier 2, tier 3 cities, and they are diverse industries which are represented, and this has all together made us one of the largest startup ecosystem. So some of the benefits why an entity should register with DPIIT? What are the benefits? One of the very significant benefit is the 80 IAC exemption, which is there is a certificate which is issued by an interministerial committee, which is headed by the Joint Secretary DPIIT, which evaluates startup on the basis of innovation. And if that committee evaluates that yes, this startup has an innovation character, then that gets 3-year income tax exemption for the consecutive 3 years in any of the 10 years from the date of incorporation of the startup. And in the recent budget, this benefit has been extended beyond 2030. So this benefit till now has been received by around 4,000 startups. So I would request again senior officers who are present here to encourage startups to apply for this benefit that is given by the DPIIT and the Government of India. So we have two main funding schemes. The first one and the marquee scheme, which is more than 10,000 crore, is the fund of fund. As you can see, more than approximately 12,000 crore rupees has been committed. More than 6,000 crore rupees have been mobilized into the startups from Government of India, DPIIT, and from the private sector. The total investment that has gone is more than 22,000 crore, which means for every 1 rupee which was spent by Government of India through this scheme in the startup, more than 3.8 rupees have been generated from the private sector. So the multiplier effect of this scheme has been 3.81, which shows the success. Sir, we have also tried to capture the progress in the slide among the states, and we can see that Karnataka has taken significant benefit, whereas other states like Kerala and Tamil Nadu and Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, all can get more benefit. So Fund of Fund 2 scheme is going to be launched very soon. Already it has reached the EFC stage, and I would request all the states to come up with the state fund of funds, partner as co-investor with us, and hopefully the benefit will be transformed into startups, getting the benefits. And the Fund of Fund 2 scheme will be focusing on deep tech, on manufacturing, and I hope this will again take us to a journey which will transform India into a Viksit nation. Another scheme which we run is seed fund scheme. The total volume of the scheme is 945 crore. Already this money has been committed. If you see the performance among the state, Tamil Nadu has taken significant benefit of the scheme, and that primarily can be because of the network of incubators that Tamil Nadu has. I believe among the states which are present here, Tamil Nadu is perhaps the one which has the maximum incubator network, and they have taken the maximum benefit of that scheme. Credit guarantee scheme is another scheme. Basically, the Fund of Fund scheme basically focused on equity investment. This is more to give credit to the startups, and currently more than 667 crore has been mobilized. There are two significant changes that have happened and already notified by DPIIT. First of all, till 31st March, 10 crore was the maximum limit. That has been increased to 20 crore. And the percentage is also reduced from 2% to 1% in the 21 champion sectors. So another thing which I will request states to focus on is public procurement. There has been significant efforts which have been done at the level of center, but all the states are requested that they should promote policies which should help procurement, because unless procurement is taken care by the states, by the central governments, the products of startups, unless they are, the state and the central government sponsors them, they will also want that this be done. The government of India and DPIIT, we have platforms, and the central government has been using our platform, and we have been collaborating, and more than 10 crores have been mobilized. 630 startups have benefited, and basically the central government, different departments, they highlight their problem statement, and our startups are given opportunity, and on the basis whether the solution is feasible to the particular department, work orders are given, and more than 10 crore has been mobilized. So again, sir, I will request the state governments present here to use our platform, collaborate with us, and if there is any problem statement that you find, let that problem be resolved by all the startup rather than limiting it to the only specific state, because ultimately the solution can come from any part of the country. Similarly, we have corporate engagements. We have done more than 100 such corporate engagements. And again, I will request all the corporates to partner with DPIIT so that ultimately the success that you have had over the year, the facilities that you have created, that facilities can be used by startups of a country. Another effort has been the Bharat Startup Grand Challenge. More than 30 grand challenges are live. 75 was the target which has been given to us, and we will again request corporates to give their problem statement to us so that we can collaborate together and find solutions. So another thing which I want to highlight is that DPIIT over the years has had bridges with many countries. We have been taking startups internationally, providing them opportunities. So very recently, I had gone to Japan. Sir had given us permission. Sushi Tech was the scheme. And just, sir, 3 days back, I have got this information. One of the startups from Bengaluru, which was working on artificial intelligence in cancer detection, has been able to raise $5 million funding. So such is an opportunity. So I will request all the startups to please access our website. All such information is available there. Participate, because opportunities are available. It is for you to use those opportunities. So considering the time constraint, I will just want to highlight that we have the South India, and the states who are present here represent 30% of India's economy. The infrastructure which is here is amazing, and NICDC is also bringing in amazing infrastructure. What we require is our startup to be given access to that infrastructure, how we can build mechanism and institutional system, and we all need to work together. One thing which I want to highlight is Tamil Nadu has done amazing work as far as setting up incubators. Karnataka is the startup capital. Kerala also has been able to do very significant work. That is, it has been able to have an international brand. So the global brand that Kerala, through its events, which it has been able to create, is really amazing. But we all need to learn from each other and ensure that we as a country progress, because ultimately, if we want to become a startup nation, then it is not just DPIIT or Government of India. It has to be all the states, all the union territories together. And again, I like to thank Principal Secretary, Industry, Karnataka for giving us this opportunity, all the senior officers present here. And I really wish that we have a very meaningful interaction which leads to positive output. Thank you.